Hey, good morning, and how are you guys doing today? I hope amazing. So we're back writing on our novel. It's been a while, to be honest. Well, it's been days, but we've been writing on this for a while. Right now, we're all the way past into the chapter 20 area. To be honest, there's a whole bunch of fixes we need to do up in here. For one, I noticed that we have basically two chapters stuffed in here, and so I need to break that up. And two, did we just repeat? No. Hold on one second. 2020. Okay, and boom, 21. And the other thing is, I'm not liking the length of the chapters here. And so I'm going to break us up a new chapter, and then obviously we need to actually add a significant amount in some of these chapters. And so I'm going to grab us back to our plan. We throw a new chapter in. And I remember we just drag this back here like this. There we're there. And I should be able to go in there, copy paste, and drop the chapter in there. And so we'll hope that's that easy to fix. Then we'll go back, I'll read through this, we'll figure out where we're at on editing and stuff. In all honesty, guys, the process of writing this was way smoother than the process of editing. I'm getting chat up right now. I should have it up in a second. I'm kind of a little bit discombobulated this morning, and so bear with me. In all honesty, it was a long night and a little bit tired. And so, good morning, by the way. Also, just to let you guys know, Entropia Universe had me remove my channel points. I got a message yesterday during my stream on Entropia Universe letting me know that I'm not allowed to do that, basically. I can't give away stuff in the game using my channel points. I absolutely don't know why they care about that or gave a crap about that in any way. But if you want to watch the video, you're more than welcome to. It literally, I I have no say in it. So kind of a ridiculous situation. And so, but good morning, and I do hope you guys are doing amazing. Let me grab this up right here. Looks like I'm grabbing a huge piece, right? Because it is a huge piece, is what it looks like. And we're just gonna go boom. Did that work? Looks like it did. Pretty sure we can just zip zap this whole thing out now. And then I'll get into the editing part, and I apologize that I'm just discombobulated, honestly. Okay. I think I kind of broke that in a weird spot. There's a chance I move some of this around. It's a really good chance I should move some of this around. We won't do that right now. Let me go up here and grab this. I don't understand why this part isn't above it. Okay. Let me look over this. See if it fixed it. Got 1,000, 1,000. I feel that that's looks pretty good. But I don't know why it's not reading our information above it like this. This is, I'm gonna be honest, guys, I'm not a million percent skilled on this. Hey, Def M, how you doing this morning? Hope you're having a great day, by the way. I'm trying to figure out how I get this to go up here, in all honesty. Look at this. Character distribution. So the reason the characters drop here is because we start killing them out crazy fast. Oh, look at this crap. Is this not insane how they keep track of this? This is wild. I'm gonna just be honest, guys. That's crazy. Okay, good to know. I wasn't really sure what that did. Okay, let me get back to doing this stuff. God. Oh, it didn't do that with the chapter 10 that we added in either. So when I add a chapter in, it just doesn't do the whatever the crap that is. I kind of need them all to be uniform, to be honest. So I'm gonna have to look up how to do that later on. How to add in and make it become uniform. Okay, let's get to chapter 20 real quick, and we'll move forward. Okay, ready? I think we got through chapter 20 last time, but maybe not. So let's try to get through it this time if we haven't. I really wish I did understand what was going on with this, but we'll deal with that later. Most of the dreamlike state was a fog where I was aware of something. I was aware something was happening, but I had no way of understanding it. Then the connection moved. Okay, so we did cover this. This is where Amelia lets us know they're going to come kill us. Let me fix all this stuff. We started this. We didn't actually get through it. Okay, Okay, most of it was the dreamlike. Wait, dreamlike state. Most of the dreamlike state was a fog where I was aware of some. Wait, aware something was happening. but I had no way of understanding it. Then the connection moved, connecting to the ship itself. I found myself floating through systems. I watched as Akio greeted an incoming Vamertech ship. You know what? We're gonna actually add Captain Coach in there. This is where we're gonna kill some more characters, guys. Just so you know, if you're prepared, we're about to wipe some more people. And so, I watched as Captain Coach and Akio greeted an incoming Vermertech ship as they made contact. I don't think we need that. Let's fix this. I watched. Okay. Then, as they docked and boarded, I watched through the ship's systems and the heavily as this should be as the heavily made armed man. Okay. I watched through the ship systems as the heavily armed men made their way to the bridge. And we're gonna okay. I watched through the ship's systems as the heavily armed men boarded our ship and made their way to the bridge. Then the shout came. I was not sure if it was the AI or Eric's residual presence within it. I did feel panic though, as it said, "Wake up, they're here to kill you." I disconnected and got to my feet immediately, making sure to find my laser pistol. I still was not sure how I would have gained. I'm not really liking how that reads. I still was not sure how I would have gained connection. Okay, so let's figure out how to rewrite this sentence real quick. Okay, still gathering my thoughts and trying to put together how I would have connected to the ship's systems while delving into the AI. Okay, period, boom. Maybe it was all just a dream, but it. Let's fix that. Hold on one second. But it seemed very real. I needed to make sure and had to know. Wait. I needed to make sure and had to know now. So, despite the risk, I used the ship's console as in my quarters, establishing a direct link into the ship. It only took me seconds to find out a ship had docked. Then I patched into the bridge security systems where I could watch what was happening. Akio, ooh, let's fix this. Was arguing with four men who appeared to be corporate officers, backed up by six corporate soldiers. The argument was tense. Akio had said it was not honorable to betray an ally. It seemed the men from the corporation were trying to get him to have us liquidated, or at least stand aside as they killed us. I'm gonna leave that like that. That sounds reasonable, right? Hey, Exelonix, or I hope I said that right. Honestly, guys, I'm sorry if I'm just a mess this morning, and I kind of just am a mess this morning, so it is what it is. I'll try to get my crap together today at one point. Arkeel was arguing with the four men who appeared to be corporate officers, backed up by six corporate soldiers. Um, the argument was tense. Akio said it was not honorable to betray an ally. It seemed the men from the corporation were trying to get him to have us liquidated, or at least stand aside as they killed us. Then, as the arguing became more and more hostile, two of the corporate officers pulled their laser pistols. Akio was fast, though, and was able to draw his pistol and kill them both before they got a shot off. So we're giving a heroic hey to Akio. Then the other two corporate officers ordered their soldiers to open fire as they drew their weapons. Kyoto, seeing the chaos, pulled his weapon and began firing, taking out one of the corporate officers and two of the soldiers. So let me now kill off these guys when they actually die. We've got a running tally, so we should be able to deal with this pretty fast. Akio was able to drop. Okay, Akio was able to drop two of the corporate soldiers before he was hit by multiple blasts. More soldiers. Okay. Let me figure out what exactly to write here. Okay. Because I'm going to change a little bit of this and we're going to expand it out. It's going to get a little bit more shooty and violent, to be honest. And so we got Akio dropping two more. Captain Coke made it to the comm systems. I actually don't know what to have her do. Yeah, no, I know, and I do that when I'm on Entropia, and not until I'm on Entropia, to be honest. And so I will grab you those when I'm on Entropia, and that will be definitely later today, not right now. And so that's how we're doing that. And outside of that, that's what I'm gonna say. Not dealing with the Entropia thing right now at all. And so, but I will be on this weekend and later, and I'll try to get everybody's stuff. Okay, so let's figure out what Captain Coach made. Okay, let's figure this out. Captain Coach made it. You know what? Let's have her join the battle. Let's just do that. I did, by the way, get everybody's stuff wrote down before I removed all the points that they told me to remove. By the way, and so don't worry, I got your stuff written down. That makes it a whole lot easier. Trying to figure out exactly what the heck I'm doing here with having Captain Coach do stuff. I don't know. My betrayal's obviously issuing today. Trying to think of, we've killed, and I'm sorry about the discombobulated part, but okay, we've got one officer down, two corporate soldiers. What did we have to start with? And I apologize because we have to keep track of this. We're killing people or dropping people right and left. Okay, we had four men, four corporate officers, so we have 10 altogether, four and six. Two. Okay, so we've got two officers down, so we're down to two officers. One corporate officer and four soldiers. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna because I'm literally not one to make major mistakes this morning, and I honestly know I don't have my crap together, I'm gonna actually keep a scorecard. Okay, so we have 4 and 6. We ice out 2 right there, and then ice out 1. So we have 1 by the time coat, and I'm just double checking. To the corporate office, drops them. Kyoto sees the chaos. He drops a 1 and 2, so we've got 4 by Kyoto's turn. A 4-1 split. Okay, so there we know where we are by Captain Coach. So Captain Coach, and then this guy's gonna drop 2 more, so we can kill 2 with Captain Coach. Okay. Okay. Trying to figure out exactly what we're doing here, and I apologize. Okay. So we killed 1 soldier with Captain Coach. So we've got 1 officer and 3 soldiers left by the time she's done. Let's figure out what we're going to do with Kyoto right now. Two of the corporate soldiers before he was hit multiple times. Okay, so we've got 1-1. Do you know what? I honestly kind of want to have them force this back, so I'm trying to figure out how Let's redo some of this a little bit. Kyoto, seeing the chaos, pulled his weapon and began firing. Okay, so here we have Akio, got Kyoto. We'll go Akio again. And I might not have him just get shot up, slumped over a station, but basically at this point, he's dead. Yes, we're still riding. We're a little discombobulated this morning, but yeah, we're knocking through this. It's taken a. Whew. Can I be honest, guys? I did not know that revisions were so much absolute freaking work. I'm gonna just truthfully, the revision part is a crap ton of work. It's literally not as much fun as the writing part, and it definitely feels like work. I'm trying to think of somebody. I feel that some of the other people would help them, but I'm not really a million percent sure. Let's kick this over to the next section right here, and let's figure this out right here. Okay, we've got Akio's now down, but we let him kill a lot of dudes. Uh, Trying to think exactly what it would be. I don't know. I was not in the Navy, so I'm not sure if they have a repel borders, right? Maybe there's a. And let's go back here and make it where it's more than just us. Oh, you know what we had decided? We had decided that this isn't exactly how it went down. Remember, we decided that this was hold on one second. I'm gonna figure out how I fix what we have. I'm gonna change I'm gonna change exactly how it went down. And honestly, this is pissing me off this morning too. And so let's just figure out exactly how we're gonna change how this went down. I think we had decided that this other captain was aligned with the elves in some capacity. So let me figure that out. And let's get rid of this corporate soldiers crap. And let's just call 6 soldiers. Okay, and then let's order this. Let's see about this. And honestly, this is going to change a ton. And I'm not really sure 1,000,000% if this is a good idea to make this way, but let's pretend it is right off the bat. And if it ends up being a bad idea, I guess we can just do a revision and fix that. Honestly, guys, let me figure this out. I don't really know how I want this to go down. Okay, Akio was arguing with four men who appeared to be corporate officers, backed up with six soldiers. The argument was tense, with the officers appearing to want. Okay. Okay, let's see if that works. I think we've fixed it. Okay, now the arguing is not going to become more hostile. We're just going straight to shooting. Hey, how you? I forgot I still had other stuff, but thank you. I probably should check my posture and stretch more. I do have a water here though, by the way, and I've been drinking it because that's something that I probably should do. Are we just gonna posture check me a bunch, huh? That's okay. I need it more than I need to actually probably start doing yoga again. I haven't done yoga in like months, and in all honesty, or at least a month. I probably really should be doing it more often, like very often. We're gonna skip the arguing became because we're gonna go right to him just accusing them of being working for the Illuminati. Okay, let's see if this makes sense now that I jacked things up, right? It seemed um, Akio knew something was wrong with the situation as he accused them of being traitors and working for the Illuminati. With that, um, the deception was up. As one of the officers told the others, looks like we'll have to eliminate them all. Two of the corporate officers. Two. Two of the You know what? Okay, two of the corporate officers pulled their laser pistols. Akio was fast though and was able to draw his pistol and kill them both before they got off a shot or got a shot off. Then the other two corporate officers ordered the soldiers to, well, you know what? We don't need an order. I feel that this is, let's get rid of this crap right here. We don't need an order. At this point, everyone on the bridge was going for their weapons. Kyoto, seeing the chaos, pulled his weapon and began firing, taking out one of the corporate officers and two of the soldiers. Captain Coach seemed shocked by the betrayal, drew her sidearm, taking out one of the soldiers as she moved to the command console. Akio was able to drop two of the corporate soldiers. Two more of the corporate soldier or of the soldiers before he was hit by multiple blasts, leaving him slumped over one of the stations. As Kyoto cleared the remaining two enemies from the bridge, Captain Coach managed to sound the alarm to repel boarders before taking the comms to let her crew know that they had been betrayed. Okay, so there we've got fight back going on. Oh, I do have a stretch. I will stretch. Honestly, I'll probably actually stand up and stretch. Oh, I popped way too much there. That's how you know you should stretch more. Thank you, by the way, and I hope you are having a great day. Okay, more soldiers poured into the room, and even though Kyoto. We're gonna kill Kyoto here and Captain Coach here. Okay. More soldiers poured into the room, and even though Captain Coach and Kyoto kept fighting, they were soon also taken down by the sheer number of hits. Sheer number. Okay, by sheer numbers. As the fighting stopped, it was clear what would come next. I quickly disconnected and gathered up the AI, rushing out of my quarters to warn my friends. Okay, so let's kill these guys out of my list real quick, too. So far, we've got Kyoto's down. Oh, I didn't put Captain Coach on here. Is down. I think we already killed Washington. Man, this is where we kill a whole bunch of people, so if you guys aren't ready for people to be dropping right and left. As the fighting stopped, it was clear what would come next. Obviously, they're going to come kill them all. I quickly disconnected and gathering up the AI. See, that's not what happens anymore. Disconnected, comma. I think I had him grab his gun, right? His laser pistol in the very beginning. Hold on, I'm just trying to see if I had him grab his gun. Because if I didn't have him grab his gun, we need to have him grab his gun. Hey, good morning. Honestly, probably, I don't know, months. We only work on it about like 3 or 4 hours a week. And there's 80 something videos, so probably 160 hours. In all honesty, it's not super as much as you would think. You can write a full book and be very much into the like editing of it within way less than 200 hours. Which I don't know how much I would have thought a book takes to write before. In my mind, a bigger number than 200 hours. 200 hours is actually pretty freaking low. Oh, just start writing stuff down. It doesn't even have to be in temporal sequence. You could just think of a really good scene and write that scene, and once you have a whole bunch of scenes, you just start figuring out how to write the bridges between them. You don't have to even start at the start. I mean, like, I'm not telling you you have to do it weird like that, but I mean, it's not going to affect you either way. Like, wherever you're comfortable starting, throw down some words. Like, you don't have to actually write a book in a constructive, like, how everybody else does, just because everybody else does. You could just literally be like, oh, today I thought of the characters and I wrote down all the characters' names. And then maybe tomorrow you think of how to describe them. Then maybe you think of some cool scenes. I mean, like, I think everybody wants to have some kind of perfect structured novel in their brain. But in all honesty, I don't think that's how thoughts come to people anyway. And so I'm trying to figure out. I believe we must have had him grab a gun, patched into the bridge. See, we didn't have him grab a gun, did we? Let's look. Most of the dreamlight state was a fog. Move through, connecting to blah blah, Vemertech ship. Really? Why didn't we have him grab a gun already? Okay, at this point, he's obviously going to need to grab a gun because we have people trying to kill him. So we got that. I quickly disconnected. Grabbing my laser pistol and rushing out of my quarters to warn my friends. See, boom, we're right there. I got to Orion's quarters just as I heard fighting erupt down a nearby corridor. It was coming from where Salvador and Bruno's quarters were. Lucky, Oren seemed to have had. Wait, seemed. Let's just. Had heard it. Okay, luckily, Oren had already heard the alarm. Wait, had heard the alarm and came to the door ready for combat. Oh, let's get rid of this because I don't think we need it. Because I just had him come to the door ready. It's going good. We're creating chaos, to be honest. And I'm about to kill off a bunch of characters, so we have our sheet so that I can ice out names. But we're running out of people. Let's just be honest. Now I'm about to run us out of a little bit more. I hope you're having a great day, by the way. Let me look over this. The show is it Dr. Shioba or is it Drorshoba? And I'm never sure. It's either Dr. Shiroba. Well, I'm saying it wrong. I'm gonna just be honest. I try hard to pronounce everybody's name. I'm horrible at pronouncing stuff. It is what it is. Okay, let's figure this out. Door ready for combat. I was at a loss of how to explain the scale of the situation. Figure out. Figure. I don't use figure very. Oh, I was missing the R, guys. Okay. Okay, let's look at this. I could tell in his eyes Oren was trying to figure out what had occurred. I was at a loss of how to explain the scale of the situation and said, they're here and they're wanting to kill us. They already killed Akio. Do we want to add a little bit more to that? I feel we do. Okay, so this is what we have. I was at a loss of how to explain the scale of the situation and said they're traitors working for the Alaminari and they want to kill us. They already killed Akio. Um, they killed more than Akio, obviously, so I'm going to just leave it at that, though, because that's what we're doing. I don't know why at some point I started adding an E to his name, or if it was like a spell check decided to do that. Man, it got out of control, though. Amelia. We've got Amelia spelt wrong. Amelia's going to kill these people, though. Just going to let you know, we are going to use Amelia to kill some people, I'm pretty sure. Okay. As we entered the corridor to get, as we entered the corridor, as we headed down the corridor to get the others, Salvador came around the corner. He had been hit in the arm, so we've got him wounded, but was still holding a laser pistol. Oren went to Brandon's door just as he was coming out, and before I could make it to Sarah's quarters. And before I could make it to Sarah's quarters, okay, so that works. And before I could make it to Sarah's quarters, she emerged to see what was happening. Salvador moved quickly over to us, saying, "They killed Bruno. I tried to tried to kill me." Obviously, they're going to try to kill us all, right? That's what's going to happen here. I went to Toby's door trying to get him, but he was not there. I hoped he was with the others in the medical bay. Let's. I really don't like those two sentences, but we're not at the sentence fixing part right now. That's the next revision where I'm going to just try to make sentences sound better. I knew we needed to get to the medical bay and get the rest of our friends before anything could happen to them. Say, I think this is. I told Oren, but before we could move, soldiers came around the corner and began firing. The first shots hit Oren in his. You know what? Let's do this back here because we have to get Rory in here because Rory was an add-in. Oh man, we're about to have chaos. We're about to have chaos. Rory was an add-in, and so we probably don't have her appearing properly in this. And so let me figure out exactly how I'm going to have her appear, and let me kind of make sure I don't have her pop in because we're getting to where we had decided to include the Rory character in the stuff. Just want to go through here and make sure we don't pop her in. I know I kill some people with her, I'm pretty dang sure, but maybe that's all in the past. So let's scroll. Here's Mia, Amelia. So they're going to be killing people here. And people are going to be going down. Okay, so we're going to bring in Rory back there. That is what's going to happen. Just trying to get this all organized. I'm not sure what's going on there, so I'm trying to figure out. It's Kiara. And I just spelt it horribly there. Okay, so we're going back. I'm throwing Rory in. Know that we're going to be killing some people with Rory. I actually need to write down what kind of spells she has eventually, so we don't mess up too much. Or I need to pay a little bit more attention. You know what? Let's go like this. Let's find out exactly what Rory did in our last thing. So one of the most handy things about this is I'm going to find out what Rory did. We'll click the appearances. Okay, there's Rory. Rory, blah, blah. Uttering a spell as Daniel opened fire. Okay, so she has a shield spell. Obviously, right? We gave her a shield spell. Okay. Okay, so we've got one shield spell. Rory can also. What else can you do, girl? No. I thought Rory we had take down a. Okay. Stupor. It left in a stupor. So Rory has a shield spell and a stupor spell at this point. Let's give her something else maybe in a second, but shield spell, stupor spell. I'm gonna say she has another one. I'm trying to think of what kind of violent spell do we want her to have. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have to think about that. Right now, she has the ability to stupor somebody. She's a battle mage, though, right? Don't you feel that you guys feel she should have something better? Oh, it is a, huh? Oh, what am I? I'm using an X instead of two C's. I have no idea. Let's give her an acceleration spell. I think that that's fair, right? Everybody like that? Okay, let me go back and let's get through this. Blah, blah, killed Akio, blah, blah. We get to Brandon's door. Orin went to Brandon's door just as he and Rory were coming out. Okay, boom. as I Okay, as I made it to Sarah's quarters, she also emerged to see what was happening. As I made it to Sarah's quarters, just as just as I made it to Sarah's quarters, she also emerged. Now, we can just she emerged to see what was happening. Salvador moved quickly over to us, saying they killed Bruno and tried to kill me. I went to Toby's door trying to get him, but he was not there. I hoped he was with the others in the medical bay. Okay, so we've got Rory, we've got let's start this list. We'll plus mark the people we've picked up so far. I want to make sure we pick everybody up, and obviously some of these people will be dying soon in the ensuing combat. Did he say that they killed Bruno already? Salvador, blah, blah. They killed Bruno, so Bruno's already dead. Off-screen battle, blah, blah, blah. Salvador. We've plussed Salvador. We don't have Toby. We do have Brandon. We do have Rory. We do have Orion. Okay. So we don't have Mia. We don't have Amelia. We don't have Toby or Blake. Outside of that, we're pretty good. Okay. Whew. I knew we needed to get to the medical bay and get the rest of our friends before anything could happen to them. I told Oren, but before we could move, soldiers came around the corner and began firing. The first shot hit Oren in his armor, leaving only burn marks. As we started firing back, Sarah and Brandon had not got their weapons before coming out. I don't like how that says. Okay, Sarah and Brandon were not armed and attempted to take cover. I managed to hit one of them in the throat, and he dropped to the ground, grasping it for a second before he went still. Oren fired his plasma pistol again and again, killing four of them soldiers. Okay, we'll just go four of them. Salvador managed to also kill. Oh, see, Salvador's just gonna get tore up here, and honestly, I didn't realize we tear him up so fast, but it is what it is. Salvador managed to also kill one. That sentence makes no sense here. Salvador. I don't really actually know if I need to be counting all the kills like this, but let's see. Okay. Rory cast some kind of spell on Orion herself, seemingly accelerating him. Orion fired his plasma pistol with withering speed again and again, killing. Okay. Orion fired his plasma pistol with withering speed again and again, killing four of them and suppressing them from advancing on us. Salvador also Yes, the sound turns off on me without telling me. Thank you very much, the Diggler. You're awesome. I appreciate it. Um, it's a day. Let's just say that. And I'm not sure why I can't remember how to spell grenade right now. Just one of those things. Grenade. Oh, always something small like that. Okay, let's go back and I'll read over what we have. The next wave came hard around the corner and in mass. They managed to take positions and the fighting became fierce. As one of them rushed, I noticed him readying a grenade. Panic hit me for a brief second before I composed myself and took aim, shooting him down. I had stopped him just in time, and the grenade fell to the ground, detonating far enough away to be ineffective. Okay, let me. Sadly, I had exposed myself. Okay, sadly, I had exposed myself and felt a hot, sharp pain as I got hit in the arm. So we just got him hit in the arm. Oh, see, and then I'm. Okay, I was not sure how bad it was yet, but I could smell the burnt flesh from my arm, and the smell now was filling the hall from the others. Mm, the smell now filled the hall from the others. The same. Okay, I was not sure how bad it was yet, but I could smell the burnt flesh from my arm. The same smell now filling the hall from the others. Okay, that sounds good. And I'll double check my sound more because, in all honesty, that is a very frustrating thing that it cuts out like that. I don't know why they do that. Maybe I'll look and see if there's a setting or something like that that I can change so it won't do that. Orion was also hit, but his armor absorbed the blast. Now the fighting was getting more intense and I could barely manage to use my arm, so I switched to shooting left-handed. Suddenly, two soldiers dropped to the ground, blood pouring from their eyes. Oh, yeah, this is where we've got Amelia and them showing up. Then shots came from down the corridor, striking the remaining soldiers. It was Amelia, Mia, Blake, and Toby, along with some of the remaining crew members who had joined our side. Um, they had come saving. Let's see. Boom. They came. They had come, saving us just in time. They had arrived. They had arrived, saving us just in time. They had arrived just in time to save us. Okay. When I turned back, I noticed Sarah slumped over Salvador. She was still, her body lifeless. She was still. Okay. She was still. However, we want to say this. She was still, and her body lifeless. It seems she had been hit once in the back and once in the side of the head during the fight. With all the chaos, I had not noticed. Okay, so we've got Sarah dead. Sarah took a round. Okay, boom. So the healer's dead. Um, before I had time to say a word, Amelia said, Sam, you really need to shut down the ship's controls while I deal with the other ship. We need to shut them both down or we're all dead. I was in a state of shock, but I still knew she was correct. I moved to the console in the corridor and leaned in. It only took me seconds this time to get in. I looked out. I looked out the bridge. I locked. Locked is what that's supposed to be. Honestly, I don't know what the heck happened there, but we'll fix it. It only took me seconds this time to get in. I locked out the bridge the same way I had when Daniel had taken it over, shutting down all the systems and sealing the door. While I was in the system, I could feel Amelia moving through into the other ship. Boom. I never felt someone so powerful, so alien to me. Okay, fix this. When I disconnected, Brandon, Blake, and Toby were standing over Sarah's body with a look of shock and anger. Amelia was disconnecting, and Kiara. Okay, so Amelia was disconnecting. Rory, Kiara, and Amelia standing guard. See, so we've got all the magic user girls standing guard as Salvador lay unconscious for his wounds. So let's unconscious Salvador. That's right. And let's double check the time and the sound, right? Okay. Having to check it a bunch now. Honestly, I'm gonna want a transition. I break this up. This is gonna be huge right here. That's another 1,000 something words. I'm gonna be honest right now. I don't want to do this whole next chapter because we have less than 30 minutes. But could we? Amelia seemed to have come up with a plan already as I watched her gathering up weapons from the dead corporate officer troops. Okay, let's just call them troops. at this point. And making sure everyone still alive had one. Maya asked, "What are we going to do?" They will have sent a message out by now, and if they attach, detach from our ship, they will destroy us. Amelia replied, "I've locked them out of the ship's controls, and they've already sent a message before I could shut things down. So now we need to deal with things as they are. We okay, we need to okay, we need to board them and eliminate their crew." That makes sense. Hey, Eugene Crazy Lion. I hope you're having a great day. We're trying to get through more of this. Just and every day, let's plug away, right? Well, a couple days a week, let's plug away. Brandon, Blake, Orion, and Toby formed up on us. Okay. We need an actual plan, and Salvador. Oh wait. We've already established Salvador's unconscious. We need an actual plan. We already established the guy's unconscious. I don't know why I say it again. Oh! Okay. We need an actual plan. Okay. We needed an actual plan, and Salvador was dying. So I told Toby and Blake to take Salvador. Take him to the medical bay and get him into the regeneration chamber. Okay. Okay, then the rest of us made our way back to the docking corridor door. Okay. The rest of us made our way to the sealed back. Okay. The rest of us made our way to the sealed doors of the docking corridor between the ships. Amelia moved to the control panel, saying they will have a team waiting for us. Some of the crew has already gotten suits on, but I can shut down life support and send their security robots to attack them, so we have less to deal with. We need to get suits though before we board. Honestly, do we really need to have suits? I don't think we do. This is where I'm kind of mixed bag on. Do we want to be wearing spacesuits? I kind of feel we wouldn't be. This is a big. I'm not sure if I like this. I kind of want to look over this more before I make a decision on it. I'm not really thinking we need the spacesuits. I'm gonna get rid of this. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. And then, hey, good morning, Alicots. I hope you're having a great one. Gonna move this back. I actually need to make sure that we make him grab two injectors because we just made him use one on himself. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna go back and make sure that he actually did two injectors. Guys, in reality, he didn't grab two injectors, but this is the good part about we're writing it, so it doesn't matter because we can just say he grabbed two injectors. So we go all the way back to the throw me down scene area, which I think was literally chapter 12 or some crap like that. Yeah, yeah, okay, so we're almost there. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Oh, it's all the way back here. Okay, so we've got here. So this is where he gets into the thing. Kiara, blah blah, Bliss. This is where they're in the medical bay. Nonchalant, patted my jacket, cargo pocket. Okay, so they head to the medical bay. Oh, I did. Oh no, she took 2 bottles of pills and shoved them in her pockets. Uh, I'm trying to find where I take the nano thing. Medical bay, medical. Okay. Oh, it does say he grabbed a couple. It says, see, look at this. So we do have two. So we have one used, one not. So two minus the one. Okay, good. We're good. So I have a medical nanite injector left. So I'm not totally wrong on that. Good. I honestly I didn't remember if I had him grab one or two. But since I just had him inject one into himself, it's kind of important that we know that because I know he injects somebody else later on. And so, good to know, right? Okay, so here, what I'm going to do is now that we know that we do have a medical nanite injector, I'm going to leave on this chapter 21, and here's why. I kind of want to make sure that we do justice to this, and I feel I'm going to be rushing. But in all honesty, we're flying through this. I think 21 should be pretty easy. 22. It doesn't look like these have as much structural issues. It does say I'm supposed to further develop that though, so that's a concern, right? We'll look at that. But in all honesty, I am frickin' a little bit starving this morning and stuff, and so I'm gonna find us somebody we can raid on to. A little bit starving this. I don't know why that wasn't muted to start, but let's get somebody we can raid. I'll probably see if there's somebody doing the let's do the writing. And there's not. Let's see about the writer's part. There is. You know what? This guy was super nice. Let's rate him. He's pleasant dude. I'm sure he'll appreciate it. He has several books. You guys will enjoy it. His writing style seems pretty relaxed. He seems chill. I hope you guys enjoy them. I do plan on being on Entropia this weekend and later today. In all honesty, it'll be later today. I hope you all have a great day and thank you so much for hanging out. Peace and very best wishes.